Okay, number 4, we're taking the derivative of both sides. Right side's pretty easy. Derivative of 0 is just 0. Over here, derivative of 3y to the 4th, we get 12y cubed, but then we have to multiply by dy dx. Plus derivative of 4x is just 4. Here we have x squared times sine of y. So we have a product, we need to use product rule. Now, a couple ways you can do this. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of attach that minus that with the x squared, and sine of y is just sine of y. So first we do the derivative of negative x squared, or opposite of x squared. So we get negative 2x times the regular first function, regular second function, sine of y, plus the regular first function, so really it ends up being minus x squared, times the derivative of the second function. Derivative of sine of y is cosine of y, times derivative of y is dy dx. And then derivative of negative 4 is 0. The other way you could do this is just use parentheses. Think of it like this, and just have the minus out in front, and do the derivative of x squared times sine of y plus x squared times derivative of sine of y, and distribute the minus afterwards, and you get the same thing. Now, if we go ahead from here, we have two terms with dy dx in them. The other two do not, so we're going to move those over to the other side. So I'm going to subtract 4, add 2x times sine of y to both sides. We end up with 12y cubed times dy dx minus x squared times cosine of y dy dx equals 2x times sine of y minus 4. We have the dy dx's on one side by themselves. We can factor the dy dx out. We get 12y cubed minus x squared times cosine of y equals 2x times sine of y minus 4. Then our last step to finish the derivative is to divide. Get dy dx by itself, so we end up with 2x times sine of y minus 4 all over 12y cubed minus x squared times cosine of y. And then last but not least, we do want to find the slope at the point 1, 0. So we're putting 1 in for x, 0 for y. So we have 2 times 1 times sine of 0 minus 4 all over 12 times 0 cubed minus 1 squared times cosine of 0. So sine of 0 is 0. So this all becomes 0, and we get negative 4 on top. Then this is 0 minus 1 squared is just 1 times cosine of 0. Cosine of 0 is 1, so we end up with negative 1 on the bottom. So our slope comes out to be positive 4.